Hey y'all, welcome to Just Kicking It with Ashley Nicole. Today we are talking about one of my favorite subjects, food, but I am ushering myself into a world that I am not familiar with. It is unknown, okay? I'm going into the unknown. Vegan. Here to help me navigate this vegan world is vegan Alyssa.
I'm Aloha Alyssa Gale, and I'm vegan.
And then we have this wonderful chef, vegan chef.
How you guys doing? I'm Chef Ny of GreenBites.
Woo-woo. So Chef Ny has, since it's Thanksgiving, around Thanksgiving, Chef Ny has prepared a Thanksgiving-like plate, which looks very similar to food that I eat as a non-vegan. So I'm intrigued. We hungry.
Right. Hangry.
So we gonna go right in, and we gonna talk while we eat.
Okay. So what are we gonna eat first? Are we like doing?
What you go? You pick first.
Okay. I'm gonna just go straight for the fried.
Okay, so Alyssa's going for the not chicken.
Yeah.
So these are fried oyster mushrooms, or not chicken, as my son and I call it. This is my version of chicken. This is how I get my chicken fix.
Okay.
So that crunch, that season.
I love chicken.
Yeah, you know what you love about chicken. And then since it's Thanksgiving, of course, we had to smother that thing. So.
She had already started eating. She like, I don't want to hear y'all. Okay, let's see. Let me see how I feel, because I ain't crazy about mushrooms, but I'm gonna see.
Me neither, right? Me neither, okay? Ooh, the smoke coming out.
Okay, I'm messy, y'all.
Okay.
It's crispy.
Is it crunching?
It's crunchy.
Okay.
I love the crunch.
Like not chicken.
Yeah. Sometimes they make
That's
it like
right.
soggy or whatever, but
Right.
this is like perfect, you know?
That's great.
The saucy.
My thing is, with vegan, I'm like, okay, I know what chicken tastes like, and this ain't chicken. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. So I think that if people take away with stop trying to compare it to chicken and just make it what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Yeah.
I think the only reason why vegans call it like the meat alternative is just so you know what it's supposed to be. Imitation of, right? You know what I mean? So that's the only reason, but it's never going to taste like chicken.
There's more flavor.
Okay.
And I'd have to say, like, being vegan.
It is though, because you have no
more
choice.
Flavor.
Yeah, and honestly, that's what makes meat food. It's the seasoning. You don't like raw meat. You like the way it's flavored.
You season it
comes
with
from plants.
And I think that's my issue. I had a lot of bland, or I ain't gonna say a lot of, the times that I have had vegan
it ain't been right.
It's been bland. And I be like, I might as well just pick up a plant outside. Like the way this tastes. So if you get
they can't cook then.
So next y'all gotta get into the mac then, because that's one of the hardest.
Pick up a green bean.
Let me do the greens though, because it's GreenBites, so you know.
Come on now. If you can get vegan mac right.
Those are good.
Okay. Are they seasoned?
Now you know macaroni is a huge staple
in the black household for Thanksgiving. Don't play with it. Trying no new vegan recipe, no new mac recipe for things. You liable to get banned for forever from cooking.
This is my favorite.
But the mac?
The mac.
Okay, that's the mac no cheese, available if you're in the Chicagoland area.
How you do it? You know I ain't gonna get in your business. Okay. I'm just gonna eat it.
But you can get the cookbook. How to go vegan, the cookbook.
What? You can have a cookbook?
It's out, baby. GoodGreenBites.com. Get your copy in time for the holidays. I'm trying to tell you, this is what you need.
Tell me more about GreenBites. Tell me more about your business.
So GreenBites started out of necessity during the pandemic. If you pay attention to healthcare, Black people are leading in diabetes, high blood pressures, all type of preventable diseases. So that was really like my why behind starting GreenBites. It actually started out in the cannabis sector. However, once I got more and more focused on health and Black health at that, and I really just saw a need for, healthier food items in the hood, it just was really just birthed out of necessity. We don't have the options to sustain a healthy life, and we need them. You're never gonna get Black people to go vegan by handing them a plate of quinoa. Right. We want stuff that's familiar to our culture. We want soul food options. So here we are.
That's what's great about GreenBites too is because you bring that.
Yeah,
you actually
you know?
still have that culture.
Yeah.
But in a healthier version, and it tastes so dang good.
And as long as I have that, honestly, I could do it.
Right.
I might
swap
be able
out a
to
meal
do-
here and
yeah,
there.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. I might be able to try meatless Monday or something. Well, Alyssa, how long have you been vegan?
It'll be 2 years in January.
Okay.
So,
and what made you decide to go vegan?
so I had a lot of hormone problems, and you know, a friend was vegan. I, you know, met up with a friend, and I was like, what's that? You know, like, I'm Filipino, so we have a lot of pork and like everything. So I was already like pescatarian, and you know, like I ate a lot of fish. You know, cut that out. I got into you know, that, what's that documentary?
What the health or
Yeah, What the Health or Game Changers. Saw that and saw like these plant-based Olympic athletes and like saying that they can go again and again and again while the rest of their team members who were carnivores couldn't. I was like, ooh, I need that.
Yeah.
Like I really need to get up out of bed and not feel horrible about myself.
Sluggish.
You know, like,
ugh.
yeah. And since then I was like, okay, I'm going to taking a turn, and then my boyfriend got involved a week later, and he's vegan too, and he's all about nutrition, and you know, like it worked. It worked.
Did you go cold turkey or did you like gradually?
No, I went like from I was pescatarian for 7 years.
Okay.
And then I went vegan. Like I was like, I love to cook, you know, like, so I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah.
And I had so many like recipes that I would go through, you know, I would like I saw like Avant-Garde Vegan on YouTube and Pick Up Limes. I was like, oh wow, they're making all this amazing food. I'm gonna try that. So I did, and I was like, never went back. I was like, I get it. I didn't go for like the animals at first. Now I'm like, yeah, now I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, like how y'all doing the animals
stuff,
over
the
there?
industry and shit that like
They don't teach you.
Yeah, that they don't teach you what's in your food, especially in the American lifestyle. Like it's so much different as an American versus like everywhere else around the world as a vegan, because like in food in general, because some of the things that are some of the things that are in our food like are illegal
Yeah.
in other countries.
In other countries,
Yeah.
it's like, so we allow
That I don't understand.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
like it's basically, you know, to keep
Because
people
they don't
sick.
care. Exactly. Because healthcare in America is a
It's more
billion-dollar
important.
industry, and you can't have a successful hospital if everybody's healthy.
If everybody right, if somebody got to come in. Have you been cooking? Like, has that always been your passion?
I wouldn't say it's been my passion. I've just always been a really good cook. But
Yeah, I can tell.
passionate. Thank you,
Like,
thank you.
good.
Yeah, my parents can't cook, so I just grew up like knowing good food. And it makes a difference when you know good food. You know what I mean? So
100%.
yeah, I've been passionate about food, not so much the cooking part.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Would you say your parents are the ones that inspired you?
Definitely. Actually, I usually just take my mom's recipe and then make it vegan because I know what vegan, you know, alternatives are the best. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to make mom's enchiladas, but let me add this for the cheese. So most of my cooking is definitely from my parents.
Okay, that's awesome. Are you vegan as well? Exclusively vegan? You're a vegan chef and you only make vegan food?
Yep.
Okay, so how
Is
long
your
have you been
family
vegan?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just me and my son. Nope, they won't cross over. You know, it's just like, you know, y'all see me over here trying to live this healthy whole life. Y'all don't want to be a part of this.
Have they tasted it?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
My dad wants nothing to do with it. He don't want nothing to do with it. He not trying nothing. Don't ask. No, but my mom, she'll try it. It's good. She goes.
Oh, your dad hasn't tried this?
Girl, no, he wants nothing.
He's not even
What?
like intrigued. I would be intrigued if I saw a plate like this. He'd
It
be
smells
like,
amazing too.
Yeah.
Like, how can you
But
not?
see, he can cook, so he can go make. You know, he be like,
I'm gonna make the real thing.
right.
My family members, they're like, oh, I can fuck with vegan food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're not against it, like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
mother-
Like pops.
Yeah, like
Yes.
at first they were like, no, don't give me that. Like, is it real? Is
Right,
it, you know,
yeah, yeah.
is it real? So, and then, you know, I give it to them and they're like, wow, this is good. Like, you know, It slaps.
I think, well, I know for me, it's just, sometimes it's hard, like, getting out of the norm of what you're used to. You know?
Especially because there's so many bad vegan options out here. Why would you want to go vegan?
Like how I was raised, it wasn't a meal if you didn't have meat.
Yeah, no, like
it was
that's
not
America.
a meal if you didn't have meat. It was not a complete balanced meal.
That's America,
You know?
man.
And so now it's like, your whole lifestyle is no meat.
Yeah,
you know, it's weird. It's
like,
different.
huh?
Yeah, it's like, are you getting all the protein, all the things that you
We
need?
get that a lot.
Yeah. So what do you do? Do you take extra vitamins, or do you find it in plants, like the things that you would normally get from meat?
So if you think about it, lentils actually have the same amount of protein as a steak.
That whole protein thing.
The one thing is about nutrition is that doctors aren't taught nutrition in med school.
At all.
So like, you know, having to understand that and get the nutritional side of being vegan, because you can go vegan and do it wrong. You can't just eat Beyond Meat every day.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you gotta like do something else. Like you gotta be creative with it. And I think like the main thing is people want to go vegan, but like they don't know how. And that's like the main thing. And like I kind of just send them like, okay, this is like the couple of the yogurts that I use. You know, like this is how I make my tacos, because sometimes I fucking love tacos.
Right.
And so you know, like, and you know, I'm making my own seitan and you know, working that out and you know, trying to see like what fits. It's the seasonings that is key.
Yep.
I've noticed
that's what Chef Ny was saying. Like, whatever you can eat anything if it's seasoned correctly. You know, anything.
Season that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's no reason.
That's a motto.
Like, here, make it a t-shirt. Put it on the shirt. Season
Put it on a
that
shirt.
shit. Because it don't have to be nasty, sis.
So do you think that's one of the, because that was one of my questions, like, that's probably one of the myths or stigmas around vegan. Like, it's nasty, it doesn't have any flavor,
That's
it's
what
tasteless.
I get that a lot. And quite honestly, like, I love food. And before I was even like, I'm not a picky eater. And before I was even vegan, you know, like there was flavor here and there, you know, like very good food. But then as a vegan, I feel like my palate's enhanced. Like I'm just sharing my experience. So like, I feel like I'm noticing more herbs in certain things, more like curries and more sauces together, you know? Like, I just like, because as a vegan, you're more foodie. Because if you think about it, like the best foodies, or out of all the foodies, vegans are, because it's a lifestyle. Food is their life.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the main thing is just, I think transitioning, or even like just, you know, doing a couple days vegan, like will help not only yourself, but the planet on top of it. Like it's just crazy, you know, the amount of like having to tear down rainforests and just to like have cattle there.
Right.
Like that's just you know, like it's just too much of an, you know, big of an industry, and it's hurting our planet, it's hurting ourselves, and you know, like it's a win-win.
Do we ever, I know we talked about the not chicken, did we ever like introduce the rest of the plate?
No, we
No,
ate it.
but the plates
We
are
ate it, right?
What was on the plate? Is that right? We had smothered knot chicken. You can find the recipe in the cookbook. We had our G Herbo string beans. And we had our mac no cheese. We had a little bit of the Kenya's candied sweets. And we had a crescent roll.
Everything was really good. I'm still working on it, but it was so good. Give people vegan food without telling them it's vegan. I don't think they would know.
Okay.
Once they know it's vegan, then they're like, I don't want that.
Yeah. You just be like, here you go.
Here you go, taste this.
Yeah, this is what we eating.
See, what you have them do, you have them taste it first. They say they like it, and then you like, it's vegan. They'll be like,
I knew it was something.
they'll find something wrong with it, but before Because you said you tricked a couple of people before, right?
Oh yeah. I was making pizzas, you know, like the flour and from scratch, you know. And, you know, my mom's eating like, oh, this is really good. Is there meat in there? Yes. You know, there's meat. Don't say anything. And, you know, 1 slice in. Oh, it's really good. 2 slice in. Oh, wow, this is very good. 3 slice in. My cousin's like, and 8.
You know ain't no meat in there.
It's vegan. Oh, I don't like it.
Like the easiest or like your go-to like vegan meal.
Ooh. I don't necessarily know about the easiest. Let me see, what's the easiest? The easiest thing to do would probably be whip up some Guardian crumbles, make some tacos or some jack.
Yeah,
tacos.
I was about
That's
to
probably
say
the
some tacos.
easiest. You do tacos and
I like tacos.
Yeah, you know, all the extra pico, lettuce, all the extra flavors, guac, all that stuff. That's easy. You can do that in your sleep.
Okay.
My go-to, I don't know, my meatless meatloaf, mashed potatoes and string beans is really, really good. And that might just be my favorite.
Oh, really?
Wow. That might be my favorite.
That sounds good. What about you, Alyssa? What's your go-to meal? Your favorite
that's
meal?
a really hard question. Because,
Really?
like, yeah, because like it depends on what I'm craving that day. You know, like, because I don't know. Like tacos are pretty easy to like make. For breakfast, I always go with like just egg scramble.
Okay.
Like, you know, I always do my greens, like, you know, like spinach, mushroom, leeks, and then I add you know, like, what else do I put in there? And then, you know, I put the just egg in there, and it, you know, I put it on my, actually, Instagram. To make it quick, it was like, what, 10 minutes to cut, and like a normal omelet.
Yeah.
Or a scramble, you know.
Because that's another thing. I feel like people think that being vegan is a lot of work, and it just takes too much effort, you know. And that's another, like, I don't want to say excuse, but another way that people are like, no, I can't do that. I don't have time to be vegan. Tell me, I know GreenBites is new. Tell me what you have planned. What you have planned for your company, for your Black-owned vegan company.
So GreenBites is definitely geared to be a household name. I want us to be an international brand. So what we're working on is getting infrastructure in place so that we can have a storefront to deliver or prepare fresh meals daily to people. And then also I want to ship frozen meals, and then I want to get into some frozen food sections. We have a couple items now that are in store already. If you're in Chicago, Local Market Foods has the mac no cheese and my rotel dip. So yeah, it's at the front of the store, right, with the, you know, pre-prepared items like the guac, the pico, those type of items. So you can grab and go, heat and eat. And
that's awesome.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah, so
Send
that
us
happened this year.
Where to get it?
Got you, right on 71st and Jeffrey. I got you guys. Local Market Foods. You can find the mac no cheese and the rotel dip.
That is awesome.
So my next move is I want to move to the frozen section. I want you to be able to get the frozen version of the mac no cheese, the frozen version of the, you know, because these items can be frozen for later. The one thing people struggle with staying vegan or going vegan is convenience. You know, the options are just not there. So we want ready-made options for people that can have just in the shelf, on the shelves or in the freezer. So just expansion, really, just being able to provide good vegan food through every avenue.
Awesome. That is amazing. Do you meal prep too?
Yep, meal prep. So ultimately with the frozen food, you'll be able to get, like, you guys know, like the frozen TV dinners that Marie Callender and those brands, you'll be able to see GreenBites doing that too.
That's
so
awesome.
Our frozen meatloaf or our frozen Alfredo.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Frozen Alfredo.
Yeah.
Alyssa,
right in the frozen section, you'll be able to get some vegan Alfredo or the vegan mac or so those options are coming.
I got room for that.
Right, you know, so yeah,
I got room.
Keep your eyes open because we coming.
Oh, that's another question. So are you guys, because okay, with me, I have like an insatiable appetite. Like I'll eat and then like I'll be full and then like 2 hours later I'll be like, I'm ready to eat again.
Yeah.
I'm ready to eat again. So I'm trying to get out of the habit of eating heavy things. Yeah. So is that a struggle with vegans as well? Like, do you guys, is it enough food for you? Like,
well, once you're done with
full.
that,
Yeah, I'm
full.
Yeah,
I think it depends on the meal.
the thing is, you don't feel like super tired.
Right, that's
Like
sluggish, that
You don't,
itis.
yeah, you don't feel like, oh, I need to take a nap for like, you know, a couple hours. Like, what is great about, I think I've noticed with vegan food, I'm full, but like, I have energy.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
I feel like my blood's flowing, you know?
Right.
Like, you know, like,
Right.
you know, when I was a carnivore, like, I didn't really, you know, I would sleep after a little.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But way
it's bad.
heavier. I think it depends on the meal for me. Some things just burn faster, but I also always have them here like, well, we vegan, eat some more. Like, you know, it's okay. It doesn't
not
feel
bad.
as harmful.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if it burns off quick, I'm always down for seconds or thirds.
Okay, and then I love sweet. So what's y'all like favorite vegan dessert?
Ooh. I make a mean peach cobbler.
You do?
GreenBites
Yes,
has a mean
I
peach
wanna try
cobbler.
it.
I hope
You wanna
it's
try
about.
everything.
We actually, that's another thing. We actually have our peach cobbler in a few stores too. Can't believe it's not meat. So you guys can't believe it's not me in Chicago.
Both locations?
All three.
Oh, three now. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, peach cobblers are in her store. A couple other stores around Chicago too that carry it. So
Okay.
definitely that's a part of the expansion, getting that in more stores because people can't believe it's vegan. So,
Yeah.
you know, like
So is that your favorite dessert, peach cobbler?
I would definitely say so.
No.
It's serious.
Anything chocolate. Like,
Okay.
Anything chocolate.
Okay.
I'd slap
yeah.
with chocolate. Like,
Vegan ice cream too, but that goes with peach cobbler.
I don't think I've ever
Yes.
had. No, I know I haven't had vegan ice cream.
Oh man, we
I'm
might
gonna
have
try
to get. We might. I got some in there. We might have to. I'll take a scoop and
Ooh,
just get a
yeah.
reaction on some vegan ice cream.
Ben and Jerry's has a great.
vegan one?
Yeah, they have a bunch of vegan.
I didn't know
options.
that.
Yeah.
Breyers
Awesome.
stepped into the plant-based game. They got a whole big tub of some.
Oh, really?
Yes, Breyers.
I'm seeing a lot of big companies do it because now they know that's where it's at. Like,
Man,
yeah.
The vegan industry is projected to be what, a $14.8 billion industry by next year. If you are not playing in the vegan plant-based industry, you losing money.
I take it neither one of you miss meat.
I can't say I miss certain flavors. I don't miss meat. I miss certain flavors. Like there will never be a vegan steak taco. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
I
steak
got you on
taco
that.
is just.
I got you on that.
You know.
I got you.
Oh, you
on
got
that.
a
Yes,
steak taco.
I got you. I got you on that. Like,
cool. Yeah.
that was a couple things for me where, like, you know, having seafood and all that. I was,
Right,
like,
crab.
craving all that. Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
stuff like that.
And there's actually things coming out on, you know, that grocery store, Get the Fuck Out, It's Vegan. GTFO,
okay.
You know, that vegan,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So they're selling this vegan lobster. I haven't tried it yet, but people love it.
I gotta get
Like,
online.
it's shaped like a lobster.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Stuff like that though is definitely what I miss.
Yeah, like that I do kind of miss, but then you know, there's different markets that I'm, you know, like asking other vegans, like what's great about the vegan community is like if you're craving something or whatever, you can ask like in one of the Facebook pages. You can be like, hey, I'm craving this, what do you think I should eat? People will be like, oh, like, yeah, you should eat this, you should eat that, like, you know, like 50 comments go in. You're just like, that's how like great of a community. Like,
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's like a little family.
It is. It
is.
really is.
Yeah, like if you think about it, like, and you know, as a business owner too, like for some reason, somehow, like these businesses are like competitors, but they help each other. Like how yours is at Can't Believe It's Not Me,
Right.
and like, you know, Pie My Darling is at Hail My Name.
Yeah.
You know, like the
I can definitely attest to that.
yeah, like it's always
Like, they stick together.
Son, how old is your son?
2.
2, and you have him eating vegan too?
Yeah.
So has he ever had meat?
Never.
Wow.
Well, he did accidentally. The last family barbecue.
Oh,
you know what?
Lord.
Granny fired. She is fired. Now that I recall, she was on duty. I was cooking. She was on duty, and he snatched something off her plate. And the next day, we were driving up, dropping off some stuff, and he just threw up everywhere. Messy. And I'm like, what's wrong with my baby?
Because he's not used, body's rejected it. It's like, what is this?
Yeah, like he's never had it. So I didn't know. Come to find out, you know, he snatched the hot dog sausage. Ate the sausage, and I was like, wait, that was him. I'm like, no wonder he threw up. That's what it's him. She's like, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, like what? What you mean?
When he gets older, would you give him the option? Or
I mean,
would you Or would you
He's
just be
out
like,
my house.
as long as he lives in your house, he eating vegan. As long whatever you cook. Okay.
I'm ain't no bring no meat in here. Like, I'm educating him, and he's very, very smart. So I'm just educating him on, you know, making conscious decisions. Like, is that good for us? So, you know, teaching him in a way where it's like I'm not forcing it down his throat, but I'm educating him.
Right.
So when you get older, it's my hope that you're gonna take all that knowledge that I gave you and be like, no, I don't want that. You know, I hope it's not a, oh, I'm good.
I can't wait.
You know, I hope it's not that type of attitude towards it to begin with. So
it was a great experience and a great meal.
all right.
So thank you for that. Y'all, I went into the vegan world. I liked it. I did like it. I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't like it. I might be able to do a day or two a week.
All right.
Maybe. We'll see. I'll keep in touch with Chef Ny. And I'll ask you for recipes. We gonna see what we can do. But I know in 2 weeks in Thanksgiving.
Sis, we gonna let you live.
It's a smart move, and you guys definitely educated me, so thank you very much. Thank you.
This was fun.
Yes,
This was fun, and it was good.
I'm so glad.
So I hope that y'all check out. I'm gonna put all of Chef Ny's information in the bio, so you guys can check out her cookbook, and you can keep up with her what she's got going on.
Definitely.
But that's it for now. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Got you right when you was. We gonna cut it again. Hey,
we working, doodle. My chicken. Okay, we're gonna pause right here again. Sorry, guys. Sorry.